Sanibona ninjani? Siphila Sunday M signing in. Topic for today is know your worth, but keep it real. So most of us and this relates if you're confused about know your worth but keep it real, this relates to corporate, but you can apply this logic in anything that's life wise because it does apply. Think about this. Most of us know our worth in our perspective. So what I mean about this, suppose I'm a DS1 and I feel as if I should be a DS2 and I know my worth that I'm a DS2. So now what happens is I move as someone who wants to be a DS2, but it might not reflect in my work. Such that, for example, suppose I want to be a DS2 and they're not promoting me at work, and everywhere else I send my CV, they decline me. So you see that in my mind, I know my worth and I feel as if the work I'm putting in is enough for a DS2. But if I'm keeping it real and assessing the parameters, I can see, and assessing the field, sending my CV out, I can see that not everyone else sees my worth as a DS2. I'm just making an example of the DS2. So I'm saying, this goes to say, know your worth, but keep it real. Keep it real, that's okay, cool. They can make me a DS2, but they are giving me this certain amount of a bracket. Pay, they will give you the lowest amount in the pay cut, in the pay bracket, I mean. So, are you now saying, because I know my worth and I'm now a DS2, I deserve this X amount? And what are you comparing that to? And I'm not saying this to be on the side of companies. I'm just saying, as a person, you need to do a self-assessment. You need to evaluate your skills, your interactions with teams, your time management skills, and your ability to do admin. Because another thing is, not only for you to progress in your career or in any walks of life, you need more than one thing. If you're a great programmer, it's different for a programmer. I don't know how they rank programmers. A junior programmer and an intermediate programmer. So as a junior programmer, you might be working with an intermediate programmer, but an intermediate might be mentoring you and might be mentoring grads if need be. So now when they have to promote you, they have to see that you have the capability to mentor someone. But now if you are just a great programmer and you like keeping it to yourself, you like being in your corner, they might view that as, hey, you don't have the characteristics to be an intermediate dev as of yet, because you cannot really manage people to handle management task. Or if you are a dev and you are unable to do the admin on time, because sometimes I'm making an example with people in practical jobs, because it's what I'm used to. If you are a data scientist and you are really good at machine learning, but you're really bad at logging tickets, like for instance, suppose you use Jira at work and you got to use Jira to log tickets and say, this is what I'm doing for this week, this is what I'm doing, and you are really bad at that. They constantly have to remind you that you must do this. Or if you are monitoring a model and you have to, if something goes wrong with the model, you have to document it down and say, hey, this is what was wrong, I fixed it like this is the new version, or this is what the fix looks like. And every time there's something wrong with the model, you do fix it promptly, but you fail to do the admin part of it. So now, your worth, you might assess your worth as, I'm a very good ML developer, or I'm very good at maintaining models or developing models. But is that what the company is looking for? So now your point of knowing your worth is not keeping it real, because you are not aligning with what the company needs. You are just self-examining yourself and you are self-diagnosing yourself. You are saying, hey, I'm good enough for this. Most companies do have like certain things they want you to meet for you to achieve that. But deep down, do you think, because those things that you need to meet are enough for you to be a really great at your job? Are you really great at the other pieces as well? Like, suppose I want to be DS2, and DS1s work with reporting mostly, and DS2s sometimes make Power BI reports. I'm making an example. I know teams have BI teams, but I'm making an example. So DS2s work with Power BI reports. They engage with stakeholders. They also maybe engage with frontline. I'm making an example. Are you capable of doing those things as well? If the DS2 is not there, are you capable to take on that role? Can you do that or can you not? Those are the things that say, okay, I'm worthy of this now. Not saying do a DS2 job, but at least show signs that you are now proficient in yours and you can take on more. So, and whenever you are weighing your worth or judging your worth, do an assessment. Like, look around the skills you have, compare it with the other people that are there. People like to say comparison is not good for you, but from where I'm coming from, it actually is, because that's how you judge yourself. You cannot judge yourself only based on the work that you do. Is my work good? Yes, but comparison with someone that, if I get 50, I cannot compare myself with someone that gets a 10 in an exam. Maybe that is out of 100. You need to compare yourself with some people that you see that they bring out output. So when you are doing this assessment, make sure you are aligning with what the company needs. You are aligning with the skill set that the people that you want to work with have, and make sure you kind of have more. It's tiring, yes, but if you want to keep it real with the worth that you are, do the assessment. It'll greatly benefit you. Sometimes when you're doing work, you work and people are amazed that you're in the position that you are in. That's where you know that your worth is actually your worth. You are worth more than what you are doing, or you actually worth what you are doing. So yeah, guys, you might not agree with a lot of things, some things that I've said. I may have framed them in a way that you wouldn't have, but do leave a like and comment if you have a different point of view from what I'm saying, because some people would say, hey, I'm doing a job of a DS1 and I'm doing it really well. That's why you hired me. You hired me as a grad to do a DS1 job. That was because I was doing the DS1 job, the grad job very well. So there are nuances to these things. That's why I want to engage with you guys. So do leave a like and a comment. I want to hear how you guys think. As Peter Sander M, signing out.